Susan Sheets. I'm a local to Greeneville, Tennessee, which is where this jail is located. I've had the privilege of investigating this jail a lot over the past, I think we're looking at 4 or 5 years at this point. But I've really gotten into it and delved into it in the past couple years. I'm in here a lot, like most weekends. You'll find me here. So a lot of experience with this location. It's a great, wonderful location. I feel like I've met a lot of spirits here. I feel like I've gotten to know them and their personalities while investigating here. Little history about this place, because this little gal, she is very storied. She's very historical. So these stones that you see here, they're going to go all throughout this first floor in here. And originally, depending upon who you ask, the direction, I've been told that this jail was originally this way over the creek. I've also heard it was this way over the creek. At any rate, what I can say with definitive certainty is at one point, these blocks were situated in such a way that they hung over the creek. And they did that so that, how do I say this delicately? There's no delicate way to say it. For the prisoners, for waste removal, it would hit the creek and it would get washed away. So it was, again, over Richland Creek at one time. It's going to be disassembled, and every single block is going to be numbered, and it's going to be moved to the location that it's at today. There was more to the jail you can see here, and I recently found this out from some fellow ghost hunters and investigators. You can see over here, like where this is, there were rooms out here. You can see on the concrete out here, it was a little bigger. So this part of the first floor is going to be moved up here to this present location. And if you look up here, in 1882, they're going to add that second story on up there. So it's a little newer, and when you go in, you'll see the cells here. You're going to be able to notice right away when you see, especially the toilet situation. It's very primitive on this first floor. Upstairs, there's a little more plumbing and whatnot with that, and actually sinks that are in the cells. So it's just it's almost dichotomous when you look at the history with this location, all in one building right on top of each other. You have the past, and we're going back to the 1700s with these stones, and we're looking at the late 1800s with the second floor. And as I understand it, this building was in use, again, I've heard different things, depending upon who you ask, the 1970s to 1980s, for overflow, maybe for holding, like on the weekends. So a lot of energy in this location, and you can still tap into that. You can still feel it when you walk in here. You can still feel it when you try to call things out. That energy is still here, and in my opinion, it still lingers, I think. Some people would disagree. Some people think you're crazy when you come here on a Saturday night. This is where you spend your Saturday nights? Yeah, it is. Me and a lot of other people, we kind of dig it. Well, I'll tell you, in my experience, and again, I can only speak to my experience for this, I've run into a few. I think that there is someone upstairs whose name is Trevor. In speaking with him, we've gotten different things in different investigations with the Estes method, spirit box, dowsing rods. We've gotten different things. Trevor, we believe, was in here for murder. He didn't really care for some females in here, because I think he called us the B word at one point. But he really does want forgiveness for what he's done. We think this is kind of what we've gotten from investigations. And other people have gotten Trevor as well. So Trevor is upstairs. I feel like there's just a whole host of people I've talked to down here on this first floor. And you can say that, well, I can't give you a feeling. So when you're investigating on your own, you're going to get those feelings and you're going to get things, and you can't give that to people. I wish that we could. But when you get evidence, when you get EVPs of a female right here in the middle that's saying, ask her, and it's a woman, it's a female, and I was the only person here. So what did you want somebody to ask me? Or there is, I think, the spirit of a prisoner here whose name was Charles. And I think Charles was a good time Charlie. I think he liked his women. I think he liked his booze. And so I was doing spirit box Again, I was here by myself, and I was said, "Hey, Charles, I think you might be fun to hang out with." And the spirit box said, "Hey," kind of like a Fonzie, "Hey." I was like, I feel like that might have been Charles coming through to say, "Hey, I would be fun to hang out with." So you get things like that, and then you get like, and I've heard this from other investigators, but again, you'll get this with investigations on your own. There's a cell in here that we refer to as the female cell because I've gotten so many female EVPs in that cell. I didn't realize that there are other investigators who refer to that. That's where we get the ladies. That's where we get the women in that female cell. It's giving me the EVP, and you can hear them pronounce it. Is what's crazy. It's so clear. She says the EVP Michelle says the name Michelle, and there was someone named Michelle around at the time. Also, I've gotten where I've had REM pods in there. Just hit that if you want me to know. And by this point, anybody in there I'm talking to knows what a REM pod is. But I do like to take time and say, hey, if you see that, because I don't know what they see, but there is a device that's sitting here in your cell. So if you can just walk close to it, it's not going to hurt you. Just to let me know if you do want something. So I was like, do you want some whiskey? Boom, immediately REM pod hit. I was like, okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So I went to the back corner cell to get some whiskey. And while I was gone, I heard a female, get out. And another female just whispered. So, and I can't recall them off the top of my head right now, but I've gotten other female EVPs in that cell. So when we say, hey, we get this in there, we get that in there, it's not just, hey, I just had this idea in my head that there are females there. There are reasons that we say things that we say that we feel like that's what we've gotten in certain places.
Is it true? Like I seen something online where I think if you were a good prisoner, you were rewarded to be upstairs, but if you were a bad prisoner, you basically stayed down here. Is that true?
That is true. I've seen that online as well, and I've heard it from other people as well. Not just where you stayed, but you got special favors. There were things you got to do and things you didn't get to do, and as I understand it, punishments that you did or did not get. So if you were a prisoner here, sadly, you were at the whim of your jailers.
What's probably, in your opinion, the
Mm-hmm.
scariest paranormal experience you've had happen here at this jail?
So, in my opinion, see, here's the thing: scary in the moment, but to me, it's amazing. What was that? How did that happen? But something that unsettled me quite a lot. I was here with two other people. I was in that back corner cell back there in the very back on the left. And I didn't know that somebody out here said, hey, touch her. I didn't know that, but I know that something touched my shoulder. And so I kind of jumped up and was like, okay, I must be crazy. But then I realized I'm not close enough to the wall. There was no water dripping that could have got me. And I felt, because like, did something just drip on me? And I was like, is there a spider web? What was that? But it wasn't just, oh, something touched me and brushed up on me. Something touched me. I felt something touch, put pressure on my shoulder. Not a lot, not to leave a mark, but unmistakably did. I felt fingers kind of push on me. But in that moment, your mind is just trying to make sense of. I just felt somebody touch me, but there's nobody here. So did something. You immediately go to debunk. You immediately go to make this a safe space again. Make that have been water. Make that have been a spider web. Make that have been me imagining things. So I just got up and went out, and I was like, guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I think something just touched me. And then he said, well, I asked something to touch you. So that was unsettling.
So would you say, this is probably going to be a silly question, would you say, in your opinion, this jail is haunted?
Yes. I, yes. If you, well, I like to say define ghost or define haunted. So if we're going in the traditional, sense of the word haunted, what everybody thinks of as haunted, there, yes, I feel as though there's paranormal, which is, if you, can I get real nerdy?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the word paranormal, you're looking at para and normal, and that prefix para, and I can't remember now if it's Latin or Greek, it's actually a preposition. It means near, next to, beside. So when we talk about the paranormal, what it means literally is it's next to normal, it's beside normal, it's almost normal, but it's not. So if we think haunted means paranormal, oh yeah, up one side, down the other. You will not leave here disappointed. And even if you do leave here and you're like, well, nothing really happened. When you get home and you're like, who said that? where you're going over your evidence. Um, I don't think I've ever left here and not gotten at least an EVP when I go back over my evidence. And I say that that's true, but also you can't expect that from locations. If I caution against that, there's no location that can promise you activity. If you if there's somewhere that you were to go and they were like, yeah, you're going to totally have an experience. No, you can't promise that. You just can't. But as I like to say, this is a really good paranormal fishing spot. If you're going to catch something, it's going to be here.
Okay. We are now in for the night, and we are completely alone. I'm trying to find the best lighting, and I'm not having the best luck. I want to give a big shout out to Susan, first of all, for taking time out of her day to come down here and let me talk to her and interview her. I've been good friends with her for a bit. We've done a couple of investigations down here at the jail before. I'll put a link in the description to her channels, her links, her social media. So definitely go on, show her some love, give her some support. So yeah, now let's see what we can come up with. All right, so I've got a cat ball here. I've got a cat ball there. Got one there. I've got one there. I've got one in this cell. And I've got one right here. But I also have a spirit box / REM pod. Right now I have it as a REM pod right now. This is... Thank you. I was nowhere near that when that just went off. Can you make that cat ball go off again for me, please? I would greatly appreciate that if you could make that cat ball go off again. Oh! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you. Can you make another one of these cat balls go off for me, please? That is pretty cool. It's not going off at all. Can you make... Thank you. Oh, my goodness. This is awesome. Thank you so much, whoever you are. I greatly appreciate... Oh, they're both going off now. Oh, thank you so much. Can you make any of these other cat balls go off for me, please? Can you make any of these other ones go off for me? I got one here. I got one here. I've got one in this cell. And I've got one in here. I'm going to turn the light off. That was cool. Thank you so much, whoever you were. That was so cool. I don't even remember what I was doing. I literally just cut it for just a second, and as soon as I did, this cat ball went right back off. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this. Seriously, you have no idea. Thank you. Yeah, I've got one right here, like right here on this step. This is so cool. By the way, I don't know if you can tell or not, it is hot. I am sweating profusely, and I'm wearing all black too, so that don't help none. And it was 90 degrees today, so that don't help none at all, none in the slightest. I have a death wish. This cat ball is still going off. And look, just so I know, I'm gonna step over the. There's nothing in here. Nothing in this cell. I hear sirens. Like literally, there's nothing. Let me go step over it. There's nobody in here. There is no reason why this cat ball should be going on. Plus, like the floor is pretty level. Here, let me try. Maybe moving it. Maybe just a hair. We'll pick it up. Let's see. Ooh. Let me move it a little bit, maybe. There we go. See if that does anything. I'm sweating profusely. I was thinking maybe there was a bit of an incline. Maybe. Let me know what you guys think. Can you still make that cat ball light up for me, please? I just moved it just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe there was a bit of an incline or something. Can you make any of these other cat balls go off for me? I got all kinds. I got one right here. I got one in there. Right where my light's pointing, I got one in here. I've got one in here. I also have a REM pod right here. You see the antenna? If you reach for that antenna, it'll light up and make noise to let me know you're here. And this right here is a tracer wire. All you do, step over it and it'll light up like this to let me know you're here. If you could do that for me, that'd be awesome. Is there anybody in this cell? Is there any female presence in this cell? Is there any female residents in this cell? So this was something that me and Susan off camera were talking about. So this place has been here since 1882. And I was talking to her because I was trying to like look up some history, like of stories that happened here and things of that nature. You can't really find any stories online. Um, and apparently, like she even went to the sheriff here in town, and there is no records of anybody that stayed here in this jail. It's almost as if they built this jail and they just left it here. It's almost as if they just built it here and it's just been here since 1882. There's no history, there's no stories, there's no documentation, nothing. And that's weird. That's really weird. That cat ball, since I moved it, it has not gone off. So I'm wondering if maybe it was where it was maybe on a bit of an incline. Maybe there was a draft or something that was making it go off or something. I ain't sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you. That is insane. Thank you. It's literally as soon as I quit hitting record, this stuff happens. Don't you guys hate that? When you do this, don't you hate that? Can you do that again for me? Don't be shy. There is a playground nearby too, so. Can I get you guys anything? Maybe the next time I come back here, I can bring you guys something. Would you like that? If so, make one of my devices go off. Let me know. Is there anything I can get you guys? So, something about me, I don't know if anybody else does this or not, but I don't like to refer to them as spirits because I feel like in a way that's kind of disrespect. It's kind of reminding them that they're no longer with us. I like to call them residents because this is where they reside. This is their home. This is their final resting place. So I'll slip a time or two and call them spirits, but I always try to refer to them as residents because I feel like that's more of the respectful term. And I'm also rambling because I am alone here, and I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty creeped out. But I'm having fun. And I'm also sweating profusely. My God. Oh God, right in my eyes. Make sure I don't step on it. Ooh, go in here. Is there anybody in this cell? Ooh, some spikes. Ugh. Got a cat ball here. Got some spikes here. Watch out for my cat ball here. Oh, I'm not stepping in that. Ooh. Getting some small spikes here and there. Like my arm is like far away. Like my arm is like far away. Like my arm is like far away from my phone, just so y'all know. Oh, I just did what I was trying to avoid. Well, that happened. Step over you. Ooh, temperature change on the rim on the tracer wire. Interesting. I'm pretty sure, and it was blue, so that means it's colder. So the temperature over here is dropping. That's interesting. Oh, whoa. No, 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 no. Don't go away. Is there someone in this cell? Come back here and touch my I don't know if my camera caught that or not. I just heard like a noise. I don't know what that was. Come back and touch my EMF meter. You're more than welcome to. So literally as I was hitting record, getting ready to hit record, it was like all the way to red. I literally didn't get to hit record in time. Gosh dang it. So this cell right here was where the EMF went off the most. I put a cat ball in here and I put the spirit box / REM pod right there in the middle right there. Is there a resident staying in this cell? Ooh, got blurry all of a sudden. Could be, well, it could be it trying to focus on this too. So that's probably what that is. Did you stay in this jail? Can you confirm with me with the cat ball or the REM pod in there, please? Touch the ball or reach for that antenna. Were you a former resident at this jail? Are you just visiting? Oh, oh shoot. Thank you. So you're just visiting. Wow. Yeah, that cat ball has not went off in like probably 30, 35 minutes. That was cool. Touch the cat ball or touch the REM pod in there for me, please. Reach for the antenna. You can do it. Use your power. I'm like looking around too, so that way y'all see my Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, I appreciate this. Thank you. This is so cool. So you're over here. So now I moved the tracer wire right here where the cat ball keeps going off. And as I was moving it, the cat ball literally went off again. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera, but I've caught it quite a bit. Can you step over the tracer wire for me, please? You keep making my cat ball go off. Can you step over the tracer wire? It's really easy. You literally just take your foot, do this with it. It'll light up just like that. Can you do that for me, please? Can you do that for me, please? That would be greatly appreciated if you could. I wonder if I'm going to do this. These other cat balls that I have set up, I'm new, leave me alone. But these other cat balls that I have set up have not gone off once. It's just been these two, like, oh my jeez. It's just mainly been this one and this one right over here. But this one, ever since I moved this one though, it's not went off at all. So I'm wondering if, like, again, maybe I had on incline or something. Maybe, I don't know. But maybe I'll move this one too. I'll move it. See if maybe that does something. We'll see. I'm going to head upstairs. That was me. Is there anything you want to do? Knock, slam one of these cell doors, make my equipment go off? Now's your chance. Can you step over my tracer wire? Make one of these cat balls go off? I hate that noise. The AC or whatever up there at the police station across.